Hello, my name is Mackenzie Grease, and I decided to do my final project paper on distracted driving. So, distracted driving can end a person's life in the blink of an eye. So, why does it keep happening? Why do the numbers keep increasing? Why do people still do it? There are laws put in place to prevent distracted driving, but the laws aren't the only thing that should be used to prevent it. Things like public safety announcements that are already a thing need to be improved, and educational programs that are also already a thing for distracted driving need to be improved. But what is distracted driving specifically? Well, it's anything that can take a person's eyes off of the road or their focus off of driving. Some of the most common things that we see for distracted driving are anything with electronics. So using cell phones is a huge deal. And when you use a cell phone while driving in any way, the risk of getting into a car accident increases immensely. In fact, according to Lisa Gardner, the risk of a crash or near crash event for those involved in text messaging was 23.2 times greater than those who weren't while driving. 23.2 times greater to get into an accident because someone thought that certain text message was too important to leave alone for a little while, or that call was too important to pay attention to the road. When I was interviewing Officer Dewis, a Weld County police officer, he gave me kind of a shocking fact. In 2016, roughly 70% of the fatal car crashes in northern Colorado alone were because of distracted driving. That's 70% of those car crashes. That number is way too high. And in order to prevent that, we can't only have a law. But there was a law put in place to help prevent that and to stop people from driving while being on their phone. In 2009, Colorado got their first law to prohibit distracted driving. According to the U.S. Department of Transportation, the Colorado law states that anyone under 18 years old cannot use a phone at all while driving. Anyone over 18 years old can only talk on the phone while driving, and it is not legal for anyone at any age to text while driving. And that's for obvious reasons, because your hands are off the wheel and your eyes are off the road. But even though there is a law in Colorado to prevent distracted driving, that's not the only thing that can help prevent it. There needs to be more. And there already is more to help prevent it, but they need to be improved. Something like a public safety announcement needs to be improved. We see a lot of public safety announcements on the side of the roads on billboards, but that takes people's eyes off the road. So that defeats the purpose. So maybe improve it by putting it in commercials on TV. And getting more of those commercials on TV so that people can see what could happen while you're distracted driving and hear the facts. So you get both aspects. But then, aside from the TV commercials, you could also put them on radio stations in between songs and have those commercials to remind people while they're driving, hey, put that phone down. And those things can help people remember how dangerous it is. But not only can public safety announcements do that, we can add education in schools to teach them how dangerous distracted driving is. There is a nonprofit organization called Drive Smart Weld County that goes to different schools throughout northern Colorado, high schools, I should say, to target younger drivers who are just learning how to drive, to tell them that distracted driving is a terrible thing to do because it can end someone's life. According to the Drive Smart Weld County website, they bring things in such as driving simulators, real people with real stories, and cars that are totaled from fatal car accidents from distracted driving. And these things can be that visual representation again to show these kids who are just learning how to drive how dangerous distracted driving is. And so those are other things that can aid the law that is in place here in Colorado to say, hey, distracted driving is dangerous, and that's why this law is in place, so people can comprehend that more. And we all know that distracted driving is fatal. it can kill people, end their lives, and affect their families' lives. The Colorado law in itself can't keep people from distracted driving. We need more. We need improvement with more on the public safety announcements and the education level. But it'll only be effective if we try to make it effective. So until the numbers go down, what we can do right now in this moment is tell people that it can wait. Show them that texting or talking on the phone isn't important while you're driving. Because the last thing we want is for another mistake to take another life.